home buyers.
Someone.
Okay,
There's
just
a lot that way.
ready to start. I'm Pastor Mike here from the church, and welcome everyone. Some of you I've met, and Mr. Maryland, I just wanted to say a few things before we start. Usually we meet at 6, but today a little earlier. This might be a better time once we get in everyone's mind what time it is, but that's okay. But I just wanted to read some verses. Thinking about all the projects that she has in her mind, and some that are not yet in her mind, that will be in her mind. The book of Nehemiah is a very practical book in giving us some insight into civic projects. One of the greatest civic projects of the Old Testament was the rebuilding of the walls of Jerusalem. And Nehemiah was a cupbearer to the king, and he heard that the walls and the gates were burned, and he was so hurt because his community that he lived in was broke and down. It was a disgrace. I'll read some verses in. So he went and surveyed, and he said, so I said to them, the people, he said, you see the trouble we are in. Jerusalem lies in ruins, and its gates have been burned. Come, let us rebuild Jerusalem's wall, so that we will no longer be disgraced. I told them how the gracious hand of my God had been on me, and what the king had said to me. Then they said, let's start rebuilding. And their hands were strengthened to do this good work. I just pray that God will bless whatever you're doing, and that we can be a part of it, and the church in this community can help be the pillar that it always has been in the past, and can be still again in the future. And so let's pray for God's blessing on you and on the work you plan, and that God will provide all the things and direct you in the ways that you need to go. Father, thank you for this evening. Pray for Ms. Marilyn and others that will help lead this. Pray you just bless this community with the enrichment of improvements and of security. And we ask that you would just bless all that's done today, and that this community can be better and can be more glorious, not just in the eyes of people, of men, but in your eyes, Lord. And will you help us in this task? Bless this food and the provision of it. Thank you for it. And we pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Ms. Miller, anyone wants to eat? Let me go now. There you go. Grab some of your food.
Oh my goodness.
Don't want to sit and wait.
I'm going to just talk. I hope you don't mind. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Listen. It's so true. When you love God so much, that's what he did. He looked around. He sure did. Last thing he looked around, and he saw what he needed to be done. And he came together. He rebuilt the city. He rebuilt the city. And I guess for me, it's the same thing. When we moved here, even though we had got our little package, the little thing stolen off the porch, that was okay. We was all right. But I did. I did. I really did. I looked around, and I said, what can I do to make it? I've always been that way. Because I keep from, and I'll make this quick because I know we got so much to cover. But I've always been a person to find whatever's in your hands to do it. I get out there, I make a difference because God cares about people, and it's about people. When are we going to learn? It really is not about us, it's about people. And that for me is what it is. So anyway, I'm sorry, I have so much y'all I want to cover in such a short period of time. Today, I came in, help yourselves, I came in, I'm hoping I'm doing this, with the uniform on. I wanted y'all to see how it is to have the residential. This is the residential uniform. And I didn't bring the captains for the captains. Thank you. I didn't bring the captains, but theirs is a little nicer, a little bigger. But this little part here is going to be where The police chief, I can't think of his name now, but he will give us the little cards we need to put in here, so when we do our little patrols, we'll have the little card that says we've got their permission to kind of walk through the neighborhood, just to kind of keep an eye out on everything. And then we have, for when it gets cold, we got our little hats. These are the things I want to see us have. Have our little Mathews Village Community Changers, neighborhood patrols, and the walkie-talkies, because I just want to give y'all an idea. This is the walkie-talkies, and they run by batteries, and it's just to kind of keep everybody aware. And we have these little things like you can stick on, you know, just so like when people, the reflection at night, you'll be able to say, hey, I see someone. This is just wanted to just kind of give y'all an idea. And then we'll have our daily planner, which means this is something that you'll have walking around saying, okay, this is what I've got done for this week or this day or how many hours that you're out and about, you know, within the neighborhood. And I thought that was a good thing. And these are your notebooks, so while you're out there and you're in the neighborhood, you're walking down the block and you're looking around and you may see maybe a little light out. Okay, so I need to write this down. The light on 1514 Curtsey Drive is out, so we need to make sure we make a note of that. And so this is just basically, I want to just kind of give y'all an idea. And I think I had that other hat too. So sometimes, like if you don't want to wear this, then okay, Pastor, I'm totally out. Oh my goodness. Anyway, then we have these hats here that also go with the uniform, but they'll be this color. At the time, that's all they had. So this is where we are at this point. And I wanted to come in dressed so y'all can kind of see. I would have everything on, and of course, you know, we have the whistle. So I wanted to just let everyone know this is just our way of being the eyes and the ears. Not a vigilante. We see something, you don't say nothing. You don't have to say, hey you, I'm coming to get you. No, that's not our job. Our job is just to be the eyes and the ears. Well, more so for us if we get in trouble, to be honest. But just to be the eyes and the ears of our community. Keeping everybody abreast of what's going on. One of the things, and I'll make this real quick, I didn't even go down my list. I don't know what I did with my list. Y'all, it's been one of them days. Hold on. I don't even know what I did with it. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. I've been doing so much. I don't know if I'm coming to go. I've been typing this. Okay, anyway. Let's get back to the business at hand. So, I did want to share this before I even get started. I wanted to make sure that, Ronnie, did you have anything you wanted to share, or are you good? No. Okay, well, I wanted to share this if you don't. I always say to the residents that when they call, and I've had a few call me, and I always tell them that y'all are having problems and having issues. Some of them, this one person didn't even know about you. And I said, no, if you're having issues and problems, this is why we have our ward representative. And I shared my experience, how last week, you know, we tried to get our trash, wasn't picked up. And I said, all I did was made a phone call. They gave me them stories. Well, no, they came out there. So I wind up calling Ronnie. Next thing I know, Ronnie made a couple of phone calls. Next thing I know, that trash was picked up. So I'm saying if y'all are having any issues or any concerns pertaining to anything, that is why Ronnie is there. Ronnie is, since I have been, he's never missed any of our meetings. He makes sure everything in here is done. Anything that he can do to accommodate us, he has done it. And I'm so grateful. So did you want to share anything?
No, anytime you need anything that got to do with the city, give me a call. I'll do what I can. I'm not promising you I'll get it done. I'm not promising it'll be in a day or two. But I will get it done, or everybody uptown know about it.
It was next day for me. Okay, and so now I wanted to let y'all know, introduce y'all to Miss Melissa. I didn't even know your last name. Miss Melissa Hayden. She is the director from Self-Organization, and I want y'all to know we put in for a grant, and I'm delivering all the stuff to her today for all the little things that we want. Now, I have so much I want to share, but I want to give you some room to be able to talk a little bit, if it's okay with you.
Well, I can. I am, as she said, Melissa Hayden. I work with Nathan Nicholson, who is the president of the foundation. And basically our role in the foundation is to stay informed in the community, stay informed of resources available, statewide, nationally, and mainly help the nonprofit organizations connect with resources so we're not duplicating in our community. And then, if funding is necessary for the project that can be solved with other resources through other organizations, we help get the application in and discuss it in front of our board of trustees, where they make the decisions on the grants. So basically, I'm just here for information, to hear about all the good things going on and meet you all. And that's about it. Is that what you expected?
We think.
Is that?
No, we just want, I wanted them to know who we were. And it's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you. Okay, get back to the business. I got so much to cover, y'all. Many of you, if you'll pick up on, I left on the table, basically just your basic information on what we have. All of our stuff, from Cash Apps to Facebook to where we are, our website and YouTube and the phone number. So please keep those handy if you need anything, or just to kind of say, hey, I'm going to look up this organization. All that's right there. Okay, wanted to share, many of you know, and okay, yes. Okay. I know I seem so out of the job, work with me. I've been a busy beaver. Okay, so, many of you know we had Hurricane Helene. And at the time we had Hurricane Helene, it was bad for a lot of people. And so we did not know. And I thank God for Toya Davis, who is, we are like this, thick as thieves. She keeps me abreast. I try to keep her abreast, but she keeps me abreast a lot. And she let me know that there was a postman, right, the mailman, was going around delivering the mail. And while he was delivering the mail, he realized there were a lot of people that did not have power, that did not have transportation or a way to get out and support their families, their kids. So she said, Marilyn, I just found out, let's get together, let's do something. I said, yeah.
We live on a couple
Right.
of front streets, and on
Right.
Mathews Street, we thought everybody had power.
Right.
We
We
shut
didn't
our
know.
couple of streets.
Right.
We were the lucky ones.
Right. Right, so what we did, I said, let me see what we have in that account. She said, she kicked me down $150. I went in there and I went to Ashley and I said, you know what, we gotta help. So what do nonprofits do? When somebody's in need and you have the power to be a blessing to somebody else, you do. And that's what we did. So we went in, and I'll pass this around to y'all. And at that time, we had, y'all, $550.27 in that account. That's what we had. So we went, and then Toya gave me $150. So we were able to go around and buy KFC meals, Little Caesars, KFC more meals, Marco's Pizza, Papa John's, and then we had a guy that did our website for us. And that was a wonderful thing. And I'm telling you, this is where your money went, a beautiful thing. We were able to bless 46 families with meals, formula, and some with diapers. And that to me, you know, when you have stuff like that, the first thing people say, oh my God, what a terrible thing. And it was bad. But out of it came a birthing of, I said, God, got to be more. What birthed out of this is we want to be able to do a nice blessing box right over on the church. I thank God for my pastor, who I asked him, I said, Pastor, can we do the pantry? We're in the process of getting ready to do the pantry. Yes, Lord, I don't know about y'all, but this is a wonderful thing. And I am up to the part. I will man it however the pastor wants me to come out there. I will do my thing. And so this is how we're going to handle that. And if y'all want, we can pass that around to y'all. And also, I got so caught up, that's why I said I've been doing all this writing, about the sign. Now, I put in with Miss Melissa, we have put in for a grant. And I've given her all the information today, and y'all just pray and ask God to give us favor. And in that grant, we've asked for things that's going to be able to help us. As many of y'all know, we talked about doing, where's my newspaper? Community newspaper.
Newsletter? The newsletter?
Yeah. Now, this is what it's going to look like, the community newspaper. I'm working on it now, I'm halfway done. This is what it's going to look like. Yes, it will be in color. Oops. And on the end, it will be 4 pages. And it's just going to talk about the events in this community. Mathews Mills Village will have little things in the back for like people that have jobs or businesses in this community. I want it to be a community within a new community kind of thing so that we can give back to each other. You know that there's somebody over here, which I know right now, a lady does hair. She has her own salon right here. And you know you want to go get your hair done? Why go on the outside when you go right on the street to her? And she's just as good. I mean, she does a great job. There are job businesses right here. And so one of the things that I'm striving to do is to be able to bring back businesses eventually here. Now, one of the things that I also would like to see, and I've had many of you share, and I've talked to a lot of the residents. One of the things we found, we were knocking on doors wanting to give meals. A lot of your elderly won't even open the door. They're scared to open the doors, y'all. I had to say, hey, this is meal and it's me. I'm here to bless you. If it wasn't for me saying that, that lady would not have opened the door. And then one lady I went to, she had just finished using some kind of coals to make some eggs. And I said, God, this should not be. We've got to do more. We've got to do more. So, as I often do, I go into prayer and say, God, where do I go now? So, God blessed me to come up with a vision with a few of y'all, all of my wonderful folks here, and we decided we're going to use Courtesy Drive as our mom. And what we're planning on doing, y'all, I love Norman Rockwell. Norman Rockwell, I love anything Norman Rockwell, always have. So, I would like to have Courtesy Street Drive become that model. And so the next 1, 2, or 3 years, or however it's going to take, I want to see this street become a Norman Rockwell. I'd like to eventually have some benches put up here, beautiful lights, where flowers and things where you could be able to walk your dog, don't have to worry about picking up and all this stuff, but the inside and the outside will look just as wonderful. To be a great place to have, raise a family, to just enjoy living here. I don't know about y'all, but I do not like ducking and dodging bullets and pow, 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 and wondering is everything going to be all right. That should not be. So we're going to do everything in our power to take back our community in the way that it should be. And that's one block at a time. Now, I did not bring it, but I still have my one neighborhood sign, so I'm needing to get neighborhood signs. We get our neighborhood watch signs put up. I am looking to put a sign that says, when we really start getting started to look good, welcome to the new up and coming Mathews Mills. And I'm telling you, for me, when I did the history of the Self family, it blew me away. Because here's this man, all he did had a vision. God gave him a vision, and he cared about people. And until we get back to that point where we have to care and love and appreciate one another, it's going to be horrible. We've got to really work, help each other. So anyway, so that this is where I'm going with this. Now with the newspaper, we're going to have the newspaper, a place where people can sit, stand and everything, you know, pick out what they need. The blessing box, I think, is definitely, how much time do I have? Okay. I'm talking fast because I know, okay. So the blessing box, I know is going to be a blessing. So whenever the people cannot get to the pantry, this is the purpose of having the blessing box, so that they will be able, when the pantry is closed, to come and get what they need. I will have the sign that says, take some, leave some, bring some. I think that's important. And I will say this, I know I don't have to, because I know you do have some people that's going to say, I think I'm going to take it on. And I'm just being real. I am going to put them out like a penny. They look like a little shape of a penny. And I've already looked at them from Amazon. They're little cameras. They run by battery. And I may have to get out and look at them every day or what have you, but I'll do whatever it takes. And no, I'm not going to say, hey, I saw you on camera. No, it's just to give us an idea of who is actually coming and taking and saying, I'm not going to get it, take it off, you know. So it kind of gives us an idea. We kind of keep track of what's what. Now I know when we start opening up the pantry, and I did, Melissa, I did not put the pantry in there, but I may get it next time. I'll get it on my next round. So I didn't know I was good at doing all this stuff. But with the pantry, even though we're going to start out with everyone bringing things, I already have set in stone. And this is the letter. So I've already written the letter. The donation letter request for Walmart Corporate, Food Lion, Walgreens, Target, Amazon, and Dollar General. And basically, my request, I think is a pretty good request, just asking them to be able to donate a lot of the food that we need to put in the pantry. And I think this is a good thing. And I think I'm all doing pretty good with this, y'all. I mean, my husband was telling you, he can't pull me away from the computer. Because one thing I've learned, without a vision, you die. And if there's something you want to do, it's not going to drop out of the sky. You're going to have to get up off your rusty dusty, and we're going to have to make it happen. So my message to our community, if you want change, we've got to get out and make it happen. You can't complain, like I said to a lady yesterday. You cannot keep complaining. You complaining, okay. So you can't find a job. So what do? Why don't you start your own business? If you said you're a perfect cook, you say you cook. That's what maybe that's why I guess she stopped talking to me. I told her, girl, use your craft. Make them cookies. Do some brownies. Whatever. Package them. Find a way to package them. Get them out there. Start your business. You do whatever it takes to put the food on the table if that's what you're trying to do. So my point that I'm saying, we have to find a way to reach our community and these little things that you see in the new artists from Mr. Conklin. This was the purpose of getting these done. This is to go, as I go knocking on the doors, giving our residents an opportunity to know, look, come to the meetings. You want to see some change, you want things done, come to the meetings. I heard a lady say to me the other day, they always trying to do something, but I never see nothing. I said, well, you haven't met me. You just met me, honey. I'm one of these people, I make things happen. I have to tell her, because a lot of times, I guess people have come and said they're going to do, but they don't. But I'm one of these people, if God put in my spirit and I see something, I'm going for it. Because I know it's not going to drop out of the sky. I I believe faith without works is dead. You can say, I believe it, it's gonna happen, and like, I'm gonna get a job, but if you don't get up off your butt and go out there and get the job, it's not gonna happen. And that's just me, so I believe whatever it is that you're trying to do, you just need to get up and do it, but we need each other. It cannot be done alone. We all have to come together. And now this wonderful lady here, I thank God for her. I'm telling you, with her and me together, and we live here, that's why I said, I know we can do this. It may not be overnight wonder, and it may take some time, but we can do this. We just have to let the people know we really care. And like I told, I don't care if you rent, so what? Now, I gotta find a way to get to our landlords or slumlords or whatever you want to call them. I met a gentleman yesterday from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. I said, what part of Brooklyn you come from? He told me where home. I said, okay. I told him where I was from. And I said, I live over at Mathews. Oh, that's a bad area. Now here's this man from Brooklyn, and I know it's terrible up there. So if he see where Matthew Mills is starting to turn into a bad area, that's a wake-up call. So I said before in many of the meetings, we can either sit back and do nothing and it gets worse, or we can roll up our sleeves, come together as a community, and make some things happen. Need block captains, y'all. Block captains will be in charge of the residential patrols. Some of y'all, we will cover 4 to 5 blocks. Just keeping our residents informed what's going on, doing welfare checks, making sure if somebody needs something, and that's another reason I'm excited about this pantry. I have seen so many people that will suffer in silence. There is no reason we should suffer in silence, especially if we as a community should be able to come together. And that's why I figured if we work on Courtesy Drive, this will be a perfect model to show the community and Greenwood what we can do as a community. And then we can take each street over. It can be done. Now, it may weed out some. I have no doubt. But you have to do what you got to do. That's just the way it is. But if you want a safe place, we have to think about our children, the generations that's coming up behind. This is me. I always think about the generations. We've got to care where we live. You got to have that outside looking as good as the inside. Nobody wants to walk in a neighborhood and you got trash everywhere and ducking and dodging bullets. Because that's how it was for me when I was growing up. I had to duck and dodge bullets. Me and my brother walking the dog, walking over dead bodies of junkies that OD'd. Nobody wants that. And if we in this community right here do nothing, that's what will happen. And I am not going to live here and let that happen. And I'm 68. So if y'all see this old lady, 80, 90 years old, running down here, that'd be me. Because I'm going to do whatever it takes, you know. But together we can do it. And y'all will start seeing me out here more. I'll be knocking on the doors and letting people know. I've had some that resisted me. I've had some that don't want their kids to come, that don't want any parts, and just blame everybody. You can't blame anybody. You got to look in the mirror at yourself. I do it every day. I look at me. God, what can I do today to empower my community? That's my prayer every day. So I don't try to get up there and say, hey, look at me. It's not about me. It's about us, collectively, as a community. And until we come together and see this, we'll sit here and we can have these meetings after meetings and do nothing. We've got to roll up our sleeves and get out there. That's just like the Bible says, he that wins souls must be wise. We've got to be wise what we do. And I'm trying. And I know God sent me here. I couldn't ask, Pastor, can I brag a little bit? I couldn't ask for a better pastor. My pastor is wonderful, him and First Lady. They allow me to do what I do because they see my heart. They see my heart. They know I'm not out here to perfect example. And then I'll let you go. But perfect example. You know when we had the Helena hurricane? I'm going to tell you, girl. We were out there just doing what we do. You in need. We're helping you. We don't care. And that means that your lights now, you have no lights, I understand. There's some folks that had lights and still trying to get up. No. I told them, give me back that pizza. I don't care, you got lights, right? No, this is for those that don't have lights. You're blessed, you have lights. Now, yeah, I could have said, here, go ahead and take it. But there are some people that will try to take advantage, and I don't like it. But anyway, let me share about this. So me and my beautiful sister over here, along with my darling husband, we out here giving out, what were we giving out? KFCs and, let's see, I don't know.
Pizza and Little Caesars.
Little Caesars KFC. Okay, this young lady has a good heart. Her heart is so beautiful. So we realize that it's not only us. We know other people are out there doing something too, and that's a wonderful thing. But we have to realize our reward comes from God, okay? It doesn't matter to us. You out there, this young lady had bought the pizzas for us to give out, which was wonderful. But she saw that, okay, here's a group of people that's already helping the community. She took those pizzas and she just gave them the pizzas. Y'all go ahead since y'all already helped. Well, when they did the newspaper article, pull that up, baby. She's looking at me.
And I was just taking pictures of everything.
Right, and all she did, right.
Everybody.
So she just sent the pictures of this is what
These are
we've
the
done
pictures we took.
as a community. We had somebody. Well, you didn't recognize me.
But I think it's an index journal, like these people's name,
Right.
this
All-
man's name. and
All on the paper, y'all.
I gave her everything.
All on the paper. Now I had to shut that down. I had to go in there and say, look, who are you doing this for? Are you doing it to be seen of me? Or to say, look what I've done? It doesn't matter to you or me or anybody else whether your name is heard or not. Now, when I went on my page on the Facebook, all I said to them was that God blessed us to get out here and take care of how many families it was, and God also had other people out there that was working too. So it doesn't matter. Our reward is in heaven. It's not here. We may sometimes do stuff and be so unthankless and people are not nice, but we have to ask ourselves, what is your reason for doing it? Sometimes I feel like throwing in the towel. Remember last time we had the meeting? That was going to determine, I'm like, I can't keep doing this. I'm thinking me and Brian, we could be out somewhere laying in the sun, enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the real good life, But we decided, when y'all came out and y'all showed so much love, and then when Jay came out and said the stuff that he said, it just broke my heart. It just broke my heart. And I said, Lord, I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm not going to give up. But I'm just one of these people, I'm a fighter. Sometimes I come across hard. I say this all the time, I come across hard. But I lived a hard life I went through. And I think that's probably why I'm the way I am. Because I see so much. And it breaks my heart. So yeah, you got somebody here that when you come to me, I'm coming, we gonna fight. We gonna fight. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna turn it around. Just give us some time. Give us some time. But that's why I think using Curtsy Drive is perfect. This church is a beautiful church. Wouldn't it be a wonderful thing on the holidays you come down and see how beautiful it is with all the lights and the beautiful lamps and the benches and people going through knocking on doors and singing the Christmas carols. This is some of the stuff, this is my vision. God bless y'all, how y'all doing? Merry Christmas. This is how it should be. Not, oh my God, can we get in the house? Oh, we got to duck the bullets. Nobody want to live like that. And I don't want to change that. Because I know on certain areas in this community is what is going on, I'm told. When we first moved here, that's me and Brian used to hit every night, right? By the time you call the police, nothing. So this is a perfect way for us to be the eyes and the ears. To just get out. Sometimes 2-3 hours a day. It don't have to be a lot. And all you're doing is making yourself aware that we got you, we see you. We're taking back our community one block at a time. And that's all we're doing. And we're going to make it happen if we come together. That's why for me, it's so important to keep knocking on them doors. Going in, talking to them, hey, how you doing? Letting the mothers and the elderly know we're here. One of the things I definitely want to put on in the pantry, the depends. A lot of countries, we have a lot of elderly that they don't drive. We want to make sure they have stuff that they need. They shouldn't have to get up. And even if we got to give them a little basket or something, do little baskets and bring them to, God bless you, this is to you, this is just, no, we're not looking for nothing, but this is just for you. This is what I'd like to do. And you're right on Courtesy Drive, so I hope you become a captain. Yes, yes, I hope so. Because we only have 2 right now. We have Mr. Connor, and I forget the other gentleman. I forget his name up the street, across the street. He was supposed to be here. Yeah, he was supposed to be here, but I guess I don't know. But anyway, and maybe my husband will come back. Will you come back and be my husband? You will. Because see, he was working, y'all. He was working his other job. So maybe he'll come back. And then that'll be 3. And once we get those block captains, the last thing, and then I'll let y'all go because mine is real quick. So the main thing is to eventually get a building. Once we get a building, I'd like to use that building as a hub for us to come, the block captains, residential patrol come in, do your paperwork, and there are times when people do not want to go down to the police department. So I want to make sure to be able to have it with guys that are in the police department that cover this area. Let's say somebody want to talk to them, they can come into the little office thing that we have, the hub, share whatever it is that they have. Make sure we keep notes, make sure everything is documented. Thank you so much, Ronnie, because Ronnie gave us a map of Mathews Mills Village. So once we get into our building and everything, we'll have that map out there and everything will be set up so nicely. So it's going to take time. We know it's not going to happen tomorrow, but what I want to say to you, hear my heart. See the vision that I feel God has put in my spirit, and we can make this happen. I mean, we can do this, y'all. I'm not going to give up no matter what. I'm just going to get out there, knock on the doors, and tell people, look at here, God. But you won't change. We can do it. Can't do it by ourselves, though. Got to have the support of the community. And I'll be honest, I've never, I've lived a lot of places. My husband tell you, he lived in Nashville, and I grew up in New York and everything, but I've never seen nothing like I've seen down here. Can I be real? Oh, Jesus, no, I can't say all that. Y'all, we really have to come together and let people know you can't be lazy. Stop looking for people to give you something. If you have something in your heart that you want to do, you have to do it. I think it's important that we as parents and grandparents teach our children, raise them right. One of the things, if you see your kids, and I say this a lot, that have gifts and they have talents and you see special things, you encourage those gifts. Build them up. Try to say, hey, you can sing, go ahead, girl, sing. One thing about me, I have my grandchildren, and my husband will tell you, I gave my grandchildren a 2-year business plan. This is what y'all need. Nobody's going to give you something. You got to, go ahead, you want to taught them how to make earrings. Sold those little earrings for $5. They did pretty good. I know I said it. Did they not, baby? They did pretty good. But they're grown now. But what they learned, what I taught them, I gave them a foundation. I taught them that in life that you have dreams and goals and things you want to do. Get up and make it happen. If you need support, reach out to people. That's why God has given you people like the pastors and different ones. That's for that purpose. So I'm saying all that to say, and then I guess if Pastor, if you have anything else to say, but let's not give up. Let's continue on to do what we can to make Mathews Mills Village a better place. I won't meet with y'all again until after the holidays in January when the police department wants to come. I want to give everyone this November and December an opportunity to enjoy their holidays because it's going to be busy. But in the meantime, even though we may not meet, anything y'all need, you contact me. I, on the other hand, We'll be getting everything ready for our pantry. I, on the other hand, will be out and about, knocking on doors, getting people involved. That's what I'm going to do. The community newspaper, I'm hoping to have that completed the second week in November. I'm working on working on it every day. And so the only reason I chose not to meet for November and December because I wanted y'all to really enjoy the holidays. But we'll be back again January, February, hitting it hard, and I'm hoping between then, please reach out to me for anything, because this is what it's about for me. For me, it's a 24-hour day. My husband will tell you. He can't put me out of a little office.
Do not call after 12 o'clock. You say
He say, "Yeah, I'm going to bed." So between all of that, I stay busy. But I just wanted to share that, and that's pretty much all. Let me make sure. That's pretty much old business, old business. Yes, old business. Okay. I think I did this first. Old business. Oh, wait, hold on. Love you. Thank you. Love you so much.
Whatever baby is.
Yeah. Old business. Melissa, this is for you, baby. This is our grandmommy doll. I haven't talked to you about the grandmommy. And this one here is for Mrs. Maynard. These are our grandma dolls. I don't know if you know. I'm always asking God to give me a way to do things. And God gave that to me in a dream. I didn't know what to do with it. I looked around for a supplier. I said, could you make this for me? I just told him what I want, how I wanted it. And that is what you see. And I said, God, now I know I don't work, so I got to make something off it. I told my husband, but I said I can give $5 for everything I sell towards our organization. And that's what I do. We are on Walmart. Unfortunately, it's not, I don't know, I was on with them Zoom yesterday for a very long time, trying to get our dolls sold, because they have it set up, because we are a nonprofit, that see how she put it, the way they sell them online, free shipping, which is fine, I don't have a problem with that. But we're trying to figure out a way to get them sold, so people can go on and buy them. So far, it's not working out, so we'll see what we're going to do. If not, I'm going to do what I have to do. I always find a way, because it's about our community. I don't care what we do. My husband said, if I had my way, I'd get the whole kitchen sink. I probably would. But anyway, so that's where we are with that. And that's a part. I know, baby, don't laugh. I tell you, doing something.
It's funny what you said.
I know. And so, anyway, I want to discuss probably after the holidays other ways that we can come up with funding. I have someone else I'm talking to right now. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I want to bring him in eventually to help us to do some fundraising and marketing. And that's what I'm excited about. So we'll see how we can do with that. And the last conclusion, I want to be able to find a way we can get a building. I still got my eye on that one down there on Kirksey Drive, and I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue to work with codes to see if somebody can say, hey, we're going to give you this building. Because when I get it, I'm going to make it work for this community. Y'all going to love this crazy lady here. Because it's going to be a one-on-one for us here. It's going to be everything. I want it to be so good that we don't have to go outside for nothing. I'm thinking of a coffee shop down there, maybe a little library thing down there. Yes. Yes, I talked to Jimmy. Yes, I talked to Jimmy. Yes. Yes, I talked to Jimmy. Matter of fact, him and I are both on the same, we're on one accord. Because, like I said to him, if we can get from Kirksey Drive to the beginning, all the way down to Kirksey Drive to the end, have it fixed up in such a way that when people come up and down here, it will be a model for Greenwood and for Matthew Mills, so that they can see change can happen. This can be done. Now, it may open up a lot that may not be good, but it will bring in investors, it will bring in those that can say, hey, there's hope. And that's what you want. Now, for those that are landlords here, I want to hopefully have it so that they're going to have to get it together. Either you ship up, I say ship up or ship out. That's it, baby. I don't know that. Because, you know, all I ask is you're going to rent, and I'm all for rent. I don't have a problem with being a landlord. I don't have that. I have a problem with that. The problem I have is when you rent to people, and if they need something fixed, you don't fix it. Keep your house just as up to date as if somebody else owned it. People don't mind taking care of your stuff if you're taking care of your stuff. But if you're sitting up there and they need something fixed and you're not going to fix it, why should I pay you rent? I'm getting up out of here when my lease is up. And what I've seen since I've lived here, and I've walked this and walking, there are some houses that some people live in are so dilapidated, I am surprised that codes has not shut it down. That's what I'm seeing. But I know that change takes time. And it's just a matter of time. And the thing that I find that's important, you've got to have the right leadership. It's easy to say, hey, I got this person coming in, they're going to take care of this. You got to have somebody that got to have a heart. Where's your heart? Do you really care about your community? I had one lady tell me, I could care less, I just rent. So what, you still want to take care of your place. Well, my landlord don't do nothing, so why should I? This is the mentality. This is the mindset that I have seen. And then there are some people, no matter what you do, won't come out. But that can change. We can do it. And I know with a lot of prayer and power and support and money, we can do this. I'll be hollering at Jay. We can do this. But we can't do it without the support. And as long as we can get everybody on one accord, when you're on one accord, pow, dynamite. And I believe that with all my heart. And that's why, even though everybody will be enjoying the holidays, I'll be, hey, sweetie, this is Miss Marilyn. How you doing? Can we talk? That's what I'll be doing. And rightly so. So I'm pretty much done, unless anybody else have anything they want to say. This is my dream. This is what I desire to do. But it's not only me. It's not me. It's us. We gotta make it. I love myself some Norman Rockwell. I love his stuff. And I believe we can get there. It's just a matter of time.
I do have a suggestion about the dolls.
Yes,
Have y'all got advertising on Marketplace?
I have. They're on there now. Yes. And I do have a website, thegrandmadog.com. I just had a guy help me with a website. And so we'll see. So I'm out there. I'm really out there trying to just make sure we can do it. You know, like I told Brian, even though I probably, whatever I may know, he knows me, I probably just say, just put it over there. Just, you know, because I know what we're doing is bigger than us. This is bigger than us. But I know, and I look at Mr. Self, look what this man has done. All it took was a vision. That's all it took. And the rest is history. So if he can do it, why can't we do it? Why can't we do it? Right, my beautiful sister? She's like, yeah, we can do this. If enough of us come together. And that's what it's about. And that's why, Pastor, when you was talking about Nehemiah, that's right on for me. That's exactly how I saw it. That's how I felt. I'm like, God, this is not what you have for us. You know, no. I know what it's like, y'all. Man, having to wonder whether or not you're going to wake up the next day because a bullet come through your window. You don't want nobody should live like that. And as long as people think that they can do and get away with it, and nobody takes a stand, nobody does nothing, they will. I guarantee you this. If we do what we said we're going to do with courtesy, you're going to start seeing people come to church more. You're going to start seeing people out more. You're going to start seeing people congregate with their neighbors more. You're going to see. They won't be hiding inside watching TV. Oh, God. No. And it can be done. And as I said before, now say it. Those that refuse to get on board, you know, time has a way of either you, how can I say this? Either you concur or come on board, or either you're going to be passed, you're going to just say, hey, it's over, you're done. You're either going to, either you're going to fall in line or you're not. And it'll come to me later what I'm going to say, I can't think of the word. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for coming out because we are about change. This group here, we're not playing with it. You come out here to us, it's about being real. We get excited up here. I'm being real, we excited. And everybody know my heart. You cannot do this unless you have somebody behind you. Oh, that's easy. Pastor, you wanted to say that or you want me to?
Well, initially they're thinking of one of the rooms in there, that room over there has a cabin and shelves, a few lofts as well. And also, I'd probably keep the diapers there as well as the food. And the plan is to, like most pantries run by churches or in a church, usually once a week, we just put like a little sign out. She wanted it three times a week. I said, no.
Right.
She needs to have a life outside of the pantry. So,
Yeah, I'm trying.
I would love to be here every day, but
Okay.
when she's real close. Just something that's not her house, because I think that'd be too much on her. Yeah, she won't come to the door for food and stuff for her place. Then you come to a set place, set time, and then we have able to monitor who it is, get their name, their ID, and all that stuff. Maybe a way of connecting with other resources as well, but particularly just the food at the moment. And if you need something else, obviously there is halfway house. There is other things that she will be able to get. But if you just in this area to come once a week, I think probably a Thursday or Friday or Tuesday.
Right, and whatever we don't, then we can put in the little blessing box that, you know, when
And then
we're
the
not.
blessing boxes we're planning on over here, somewhere over here, probably between the in and out of the driveway, not the other grass.
Right, because he said,
Or on this grass in there.
right, because he said, so that way, when they come in, they don't have to stop in the street, they just come in, get what they need, and just come on.
She also was thinking in front of her house.
Yeah, well, that was before I talked to Pastor. I mean, I really wanted to do this. I was gonna put it in front of my house. But Pastor said, nah, I think it should be at the church. But I wanted to just let y'all know, I did do this letter. It's a donation request letter for the 5 businesses. And when it's done, I'll go ahead and make sure the ones that need to get the copies, will get them, and then y'all can always have them as well. So just to kind of give y'all an idea, this organization, we are open. We don't hide nothing. This is public, this is for us. When we rise, you rise. There's no thing about, well, trickle down. Ain't no trickling down. We all gonna trickle it together. You know, I mean, I just think y'all need to know this. Because, and one thing about me, you will find I'm very humble. I mean, I'm very in your face too. That's the New York side of me. I can't get out of that. But I'm very humble and I respect anybody, even if somebody comes in and says, well, I don't think you should. I respect that. I should be able to disagree with you in a way that, okay, I understand that. That's your right. I think we still have that in this country, I don't know, but, you know, right. So this is how it should be. So anyway, I want to thank y'all. I am going to also try to reach out to some of the churches too. I think with this church, I can only speak for my church because I love my church. We are beacon. We are beacon, y'all. And we're going to get a lot done. And God is with us. Not that he's not with the others, but I know with us. I see the things he's doing. And I know that this is a good place. So anyway, thank y'all. I'm going to let my pastor close us out. Thank y'all for coming. That means a lot. It means a lot.
Well, thank you for coming. We do have a supper in here on Wednesday night, the first Wednesday night of the month. You're welcome to come. It's not at 5:45, it's at 5:30. So come later, you're not going to be having food left. But
Did you get it?
first Wednesday. So and then other times we're at 10:30 and our main service is over in the main building over there. So you're welcome to come join us. Thank you, Mr. Marilyn.
Oh, you're welcome back.
You are a beacon of hope in this community.
So
And
we can do this.
We want to, she has big vision. I tell you, it's so big. I don't know how you can do it all.
I don't
But
know.
we're going to need some help. So
I
let's
know.
just start and then see where it goes.
Yes.
It's going to grow, I'm sure,
Yeah.
but it doesn't, nothing's going to happen. You do nothing, right?
Well, when Jay was here, y'all, you know, Jay was saying, I love Jay. He said, you know, Marilyn, we need a playground right there. I said, you know, Jay, we do. But right there by the playground, let's put a stage so we can have maybe concerts, plays. Bring your chair and your little thing and sit down there and watch kids entertain. He's like, yeah, that sounds good too. But that lets you know, I really, I see it farther up. You got to. That's just me though. Anyway, y'all, that's
Time's up.